Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's nice to see so many people on and some new people on here. It's so nice to see. And I'm really excited about Super Saturday this weekend. I'm hoping that to see so many people. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Janet Reese is telling me, our Amy, you may have to ask Amy to go up and come back in, maybe Janet. Or maybe she needs, if she's on her phone, just ask her to like touch her screen so that the microphone appears, and then she might be or not microphone, but the audio appears. She might be muted or something, or her audio might be muted. Um, but if somebody wants to watch that in the chat, maybe they could help Janet and Amy through that. Amy's new to our team as well. But really hoping to see so many people at the Super Saturday. There's nothing like being at a live event. And Super Saturday is going to be incredible. In Fredericton, we have Sonia Dudley and Wendy Larson, and both of those ladies are incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some awesome swag. And if you have a friend or two you can bring along for the opportunity meeting. I know Krista talked about that today. So really, really, there's never a last minute with this stuff. So if you think of somebody, just reach out to them and said, let them know you've got a fun hour plan for them on Saturday and you'd love to meet them and maybe have a lunch with them after, or go and pick them up, or, really make it fun and tell them, it might not be a good fit for you, but would love to show you what I'm up to, because I really would love to share it with you. Okay. But what I'm going to talk about tonight, like Krista said, is promoting Metaburn and Hunger Control Slim to the new potential ambassador. I don't know about you guys, but when I started my business almost 3 years ago, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that it's almost been 3 years. But I always was very ambassador focused in terms of recruiting. And although I do believe we need to have a balanced business, we need to have a few customers to balance that out. I think it's really great because it's quick cash for us. And it's nice to have some customers who really truly should be customers. I really think we have something very special because for the first time, we have two products that bring us 100 PV. We have two products bringing us 100 PV. We're not trying to get a person into a third product. It's incredible. And one thing I want to say is you've seen a lot of people posting, not even in Plexus, just in life, or even talking on, by the water cooler at work about, New Year's resolutions and how we learn from the past and how we're always evolving and changing. And I think our business is no different than that. So I think we are presented with this opportunity to do something maybe and different than maybe what we've done in the past. And if you're new, then this is just the way you're going to jump in, which is awesome. It's equal opportunity for everybody as far as I can see. Now, you might say, well, why would I sign somebody up as an ambassador when we've been training that, maybe we need to qualify people into ambassadorship? I would argue that these products are showing so much or so many results for so many people. Like we can see it on the Jingle Bell Rock page. But in general, if you are not yet following US ambassadors, please do that. Maybe if somebody wants to pop some of those names into the chat for me. I know Tammy and Julie, I think you guys are on here. Sarah Banks, you're on here. Erica, Kim, people maybe who've been around for a bit who would know what those names are. If you guys want to pop those names into the chat so people know who to follow. But the results are unbelievable and they're so much faster. And I will also add to that when Julie and Tammy and I were on the cruise, the Legacy Cruise, in October for Leaders Retreat, we were sitting with a group of girls, and one of them was just saying, how Hunger Control Slim blew up her business, and in a way that she just hadn't anticipated. And she was able to earn the trip really quickly because of Hunger Control Slim. So I want you to think about that just for a quick second. We were sitting there, of course, going in complete envy of this girl because we didn't have access to that product. And we were saying like, wow, that's so great for you. And she was like, yeah, didn't you guys think it was great? And we're like, well, we can't get that product. And she had no idea that we couldn't get it in Canada at that time. And she said, well, that product is the reason I'm here. It's what blew my business out of the water. So I would then argue with you, the results are faster to weight loss. And I realize, we are a health and happiness company. We have dealt with gut health, pain and inflammation, but weight loss is also a huge health issue for so many people. And I would encourage you to think of that as another spoke on the wheel instead of, but I've always gone gut health. And don't feel like you're selling yourself short. You're not. As a matter of fact, you're going to help so many people gain their health back in so many different ways by promoting this product or these two products. So if people are taking those two products, why not make them an ambassador, have them as a wholesale ambassador if they're not going to do the business, and have that point coming in to help with the rank up piece. I think we might need to mute somebody there. If you're not muted, mute yourself. But it's just incredibly, incredibly important. And I think that we recently had a rise in the cost of our ambassador membership fee, which, by the way, is the first time it's ever happened. Still, our ambassador fee is lower than, most companies that I've ever looked at in terms of what we get for that membership fee. So I wouldn't posture it as an apology. Instead, Chris is going to share with you how to posture it. But I would strongly encourage you to do it. But when you do it, my suggestion would be have a note on your phone. If you want me to send it to you, I will. Send me a message. Have a note on your phone so that you can send people exactly what you need to know. Because if you sign them up with the instructions that Chris is going to give you, you will be able to seamlessly, help them with the process. Because basically, I just signed somebody up just like an hour ago. And all I had to do was go in, create the membership, okay? Then I go back into their account and I go in and order the US products. That's it. Same with the preferred customer if they decide not to join you. If they go preferred customer, I went in, I set up the account. Now we have to order products first. But what I was able to do was I put something in the cart just to put something in the cart. And then I went and completed the transaction almost to the point of ordering. And then I signed out before I ordered. And then I was able to just sign back in, take the item out of the cart, add the Metaburn and the HC, and complete the order. So there are ways around all of that stuff. But what I would strongly recommend you to do is to provide that front end customer service, because then you can negate any sort of first you have to do this and then you have to do that. There will be a time when people will want to do it on their own, and that's okay too. I don't know. I know Krista's gonna help you with that piece. But the more customer care you can give them, the better. And again, back to basics in terms of when you're reaching out and talking to people, don't try to explain everything to them. I know really basically very little about the Metaburn at this point. I kind of know a few things. I know what it does and I see the results, and that's what I'm talking about. Real basic couple sentences, and then send them the ingredients, send them the product info sheet, that's what it's called, or the video, whichever kind of learner they are, you send them that. And then just, and then say, do you think you'd have a chance to look at this today? They're going to let you know if they do or if they don't. It's real quick. It's a really nice reach back. And I, like Krista said, I've had really good success with it ever since it's been introduced. The beginning leg of Christmas, not so much, but I wasn't really doing so much. But now I am doing so much, and I'm really seeing results because it's simple. It's what people have on their minds right now. As a matter of fact, right before I came on, one of my teacher friends had posted this. It's from a show. I can't remember what the name of the show is, but it's like a video meme where, the teacher's like, every teacher on the night before, or no, the morning of returning to school after the holidays, and the man lays down on the bed and tries to pull his pants or button up his pants, and it's a big struggle, and getting his dress pants pants back on. So it's on people's minds. It's in their frontal lobe. And I think, we have something really great here that could help you really boost your business, and help you into that next phase. And certainly the first quarter of 2019 could be really, really strong for you in terms of doing that. So my recommendation is, go ambassador as much as you can, so that you can get your profit shares, your points up. And if you don't know what that means right now, that's okay, because we'll be doing some subsequent training on what that means. But do know that it's a great way for you to boost your points, which is how you rank up in the company. That's the most important thing you need to know if you're not sure what all that means right now. And remember, just back to basics. Don't try to explain everything. Send the message, offer the third-party tool, which is the document or the video, and follow up. Just as one more thing, Krista, I had a preferred customer sign up too tonight. She's a personal trainer in town where I live, and she was very anti-Plexus, very anti-health supplement, very pro, I can do it with diet and exercise. Lo and behold, she's now entering perimenopause, and things aren't quite so easy anymore. We had a great conversation because that's right up my alley. And we had a great conversation, got her into the products, and she became a preferred customer tonight. And so people that you may not have been following up with because you felt like, oh, they're, you qualified them, you decided, well, they're never going to join me, or, they know more than me, or they're in the healthcare world, or they're a personal trainer, and they, let that all go. Don't pre-qualify people. Keep them on your list. Follow up. You really will see the fruits of your labor for sure. What video am I talking about? There's some videos. If you log into your Plexus Worldwide account and you change the flag to the USA, we have access to all of the stuff in the US virtual office, including the videos and the why can't I say that word tonight?
Information sheet.
Yes, the information sheet. Thank you. We have access to all of that. You can download it to your computer. I think our team pages have them on there as well. You can share them by downloading them from there. But it is, those are the tools that we're talking about. They're very easy to get. If you can't find them, message me, I'll help you. Okay? I think that's everything I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tanya. You always do such a good job. So one thing that a lot of people struggle with too is about how do we promote Metaburn, because we're not actually supposed to be saying the word Metaburn or showing the product on our news feeds. So I've been just very curiosity posting, calling it the unicorn supplement, or my new product, stuff like that. I find that people actually they buy into that talk, because when you're throwing it out there all the time, it becomes almost redundant to them. But when it's something new and they're like, well, I wonder what it is, so you're curiosity posting. So even those shareables that Tanya talked about mention different ways of posting about your product. You can take the word Metaburn out and insert new product or something like that. That is totally okay, as long as you're not showing the bottle or actually saying the name. I've even did a post where listed all the ingredients and what they do, and just said I'm so happy that I can have this product that has all these ingredients in it, but didn't say anything about what the product was. And Darla actually mentioned that, and she said, you're posting like really good about that product, and yet not saying it, so I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that was okay or not, but I guess it is. So so you can get around it. And posting on Facebook about that and showing that this product is doing what it's doing, keep that up, because people are watching. I've had more people reach out to me, I think, ever since I started in the business, in the last probably 2 weeks since Metaburn came out, and I've been posting about it. More people have reached out to me than have been since for a long time, because that's kind of how I started my business, was Facebook, and the newness was so new that you would have people messaging you all the time, and that's what I'm seeing, that resurgence. And it just goes to show you how popular a product like this can be for our business. So use that tool on your social media too to, let people know what's going on. So what I'll do is I'll share about how you can actually order the product as an ambassador when you're enrolling an ambassador. I'm going to share my screen, and just give me 1 second to set it up. So what I'm doing is taking it from the point of view of the enroller enrolling the enrollee, but you can also give these tools out to somebody else too, or explain it to them. It's very, very easy, actually. It's just a different way of looking at it. So how to enroll using Metaburn and Hunger Control Slim. So first off, you're going to give your website to the person, your link. I always give my website link and not the ID number, because sometimes people can transpose numbers, and the link is so easy to follow. And just do that through Messenger. Or you can do this on the phone too. So if you're doing it on the phone, you're going to go into your website link like you would give to a customer or an ambassador. And then this is what's going to come up: enroll as an ambassador. If you haven't enrolled yourself for a long time, you might forget these steps. I know some of them were a little bit, one step was surprising to me because I had not done this before till the other day. So enroll as an ambassador. And then you're going to press Get Started. So when you press Get Started, where it's going to take you to is that it's going to automatically put your membership into your cart. So that's going to be that $53.38, and that's already sitting in your cart when you hit Get Started. And then you can have the option to select a welcome pack. Sometimes if the other person is doing the enrolling on their own, they might get in here and they might want to get a welcome pack, but they might not too. So I usually, if they come back and say, hey, what's going on with the welcome packs? I actually told a girl the other day, I just said, you know what, let's just start out super easy. We can do the welcome packs. Like, you have 30 days to get the welcome pack. So let's not worry about that too much right now, because her main concern was weight loss. And so I knew she would get good success off the Hunger Control and the Metaburn. So I said, let's just wait on that. So that took us to the next step, where you're going to click Skip, which this was on my phone down at the bottom of my screen. If you're on your computer, it's going to be in the upper right-hand corner. And this is where you skip the welcome pack option, okay? And then, but prior to hitting that skip button, another thing you can do is if somebody wants another product outside of the welcome pack, say they want a block, you can add another product also at that same time, and then that'll go into their cart, and then you have the option to skip past the welcome packs. Now, this was a really cool feature about, you do have to confirm that you do in fact don't want a welcome pack, so you press no thank you. And then the thing that surprised me is it actually does set up a subscription order to ship out a month after ordering. So much like if you got a welcome pack. So this is a great thing too, but this is where we have a lot of due diligence on our part to make sure that we get back with the ambassador a few days before their ship out date. So I just jotted down the date of that subscription ship out, and we'll call my new ambassador about 3 days prior to and say, you know, I'll have been following up with her anyways, but I'll say, okay, your subscription's going to ship out. This is what's in it. Is that what you want to keep, or do you want to take that out and put something else in? Where are we at with where you're at right now? And if you set your subscription to conditional, and then the ambassador goes and orders product on their own of 100 PV or more, that subscription is not going to ship anyways. But it's a great time for you to kind of have a talk to them about what is the subscription, what is conditional, non-conditional, show them how to edit their subscription. It's a great learning tool to use for your new ambassador too. But just do your due diligence that if this is how you're signing people up with just the Metaburn and the Hunger Control, that you're not letting that order slip out through to them, because I have probably 9 chances out of 10 you're going to have an angry ambassador. So if they don't know that order's coming out. And what goes into that subscription automatically is the balance pack, okay? And I would not encourage them to turn this subscription off. I would still let it sit and let it go through just as normal, because you know how it is when subscriptions go off, they rarely ever come back on. And if you're maybe a new ambassador, you're not following up properly, which happens with new people unless you're being well looked after. If that subscription is turned off, and that new person will slip through your fingers, and then next thing you know, they've gone a month without product, and the likelihood of getting them back is probably slim to none. Slim to none. Pardon the pun. Okay, so then after you do the subscription, you're going to have the basic contact information. And that's where you're just going to put in all the basic information. I do have a little cheat sheet of where I have that list of things that I need from my ambassador when I'm enrolling them. And then they just give that to me. I fill out the contact information. And then you're going to check out. So it's going to take you to the pay portal area. So at this moment, what's going to happen is you're actually only going to be paying for that membership. Because remember, we didn't put any product into the cart. So you're only paying that $53.38. And then you're going to get a bulletin that says congratulations. And that means that their subscription has, or their ambassadorship has been enrolled. And so they're going to get charged for that $153.38 plus tax. But at this moment, this is when you can go up to their initials in the upper right-hand corner and click on their initials. And that's going to take you so that you can then go in to my account, and which will be their account. And that's where you're going to be able to shop for your US products. Okay. This is still on the Canadian side. I've had a lot of people message me that when they look for the NFR products, they're going into the .com portion of the website and not the .ca, not realizing that this is actually located under my account, and then shop US products there. And you also have to click the little box that you accept the terms and conditions. And then you're ready to go and shop as normal. Okay, so you can purchase up to 3 products of each item. And in the NFR, there's not only the Metaburn and the Hunger Control, but there's also the Probio 5, the Mega X, and the Children's Chewables. And so then once you have those, that one is in the wrong spot, sorry. That was the slide for the subscription. So this is what the total will look like for the Hunger Control and the Metaburn. So it's $106.90 plus $26 shipping, but 0 tax because it's coming from the States to Canada. So there's no tax involved on that. And so the total it's an estimated total because they estimate the shipping, an estimated total of, oh no, that's funny, that says 98 PV. This must have been an old slide, sorry about that. I grabbed it from back of my pictures, but it's supposed to be 100 PV. So 132.92. Just make that correction of 100 PV on there, sorry. And this is American funds, so you have to just kind of estimate what the exchange is for the day. I'm not somebody who really figures that stuff all out for people. I always just say it's US and I leave it at that. I never tell shipping basically or what the exchange is. I just don't get into that nitty gritty. I've never run into a problem of people getting hung up on it either. So I just usually just say it's $34.95 for Hunger Control, and I think it's $73.95 $34.95 for the Metaburn, $73.95 for the Hunger Control. So I'm usually I just give them those numbers US. I don't figure out shipping or anything for them.
Krista?
Yeah.
Can I just get you to back up 2 slides for a minute where it showed the $53.38? I'm just curious in what the shipping cost, because that's for the Success Kit, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
$13.49.
Okay. $334. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's great. Thanks.
So when you're asking for the sale, like you're talking to your ambassador about the 2 products, and you've gotten to the point of where they're wanting to order, like they're getting ready to order, asking for the sale always seems to be a hard thing for people. And sometimes I think that we do more talking than we need to do. And so I usually just come right out and ask, so what do you think of Plexus Metaburn? If you want to help speed up your body's natural ability to burn fat, there's nothing else like Metaburn out there. Let's get your order in so you can see it in action. And don't be afraid to ask for the sale, because they're looking for it anyways. They came to you looking for this information. So they're going to be looking for you also to close the sale for them. That's very common when anybody's dealing with anybody's in sales. You know you're going to get the sale, the close of the sale. So don't be afraid of that. In fact, sometimes wording it and just coming right out and open with it. Where are you at now? Can I give you any more information? And then if they still say no, and you know that they haven't made a decision, you can always just say, what is holding you back? And maybe they might say, it's actually the price. The price isn't in my budget right now. And so you could dial it back a little bit further and just say, what if we just got you the hunger control? And at that moment, you'd have to make them a customer, of course, because it wouldn't be over the 100 PV. But you never just leave the no as a no. Actually dig into the no and find out why there's a no on the table. Maybe it is that they think that they can't afford it, but they don't realize that they are spending $50 a week on junk food, fast food, coffee. And by eliminating a couple of those, drive-throughs, they could actually afford it. So it's always kind of like just drilling down on why there's a no. But then, if they say no, I'm still not interested, then you just say thank you. Don't keep pestering the person about it, and just say thank you to them. So what is the cost? So the cost is $53.38 for the yearly membership, and that's Canadian. And then Metaburn is $34.95 with a 30 PV and $39.95 PC. Hunger Control is $73.95 wholesale, 70 PV, and it's $84.95 for PC. Those are American prices, okay? And that brings a wholesale PV to 100 PV, which, as Tanya said, to have two products equal 100 PV. To me, it makes things just so super, super simple, that you're having somebody that is taking a pink drink and their Metaburn all at the same time, and you don't have to worry about them doing too many products too quick. And it's going to simplify things so very much. Shipping is estimated to be about $26.02 to New Brunswick. It's probably different across Canada. That is US also. But throw in that it's tax-free, because that tax-free on that order is going to save them probably what the shipping is in extra amount. The shipping's a little higher, but it's because it's coming from the States, but it is tax-free. So if the person can't commit to 100 PV, then they're better off being a preferred customer, okay? So that goes back to what I was saying about the Slim also, that if they can't do the Slim and the Metaburn, then they're better off being a preferred customer. Also, Metaburn is, it is geared to be working with the other products, and all of the test subjects in Plexus have been on the Plexus products. So it is a product that I don't know if it's been tested on its own or not. I'm sure we'll hear in time about those type of people, but right now it's being geared just towards being taken with product. So when you have questions from your customers, to help answer them, there is the frequently asked questions that Tanya had mentioned in the shareables for Metaburn, and I'll show you where you can find those also. Just give me 1 second here. For those who don't know, I've already got this set up in the American, and this is the information sheet, and then there is how to share Metaburn. So if you're wondering how to make this your business using these products, these how to share the products found in the back office make it so very easy. I mean, there's even, I'll show you, I've got one saved here, where you can even take and copy and paste things. So if you wanted to do, say you were doing some kind of something on your wall, and you want to, do this. Oh, this is a conversation starter. This is kind of neat. So your conversation might sound like this, and you could actually copy and paste this into your message and just kind of make it a little bit more for your personality. And then send the first tool, which the first tool would be I can't see that, Tanya, right there. Oh, that's a video. the information sheet right here. Okay, so when you send the information sheet, how you do this is you click on the little F for Facebook, and then you take it over to Facebook and Messenger, and I'll pretend that I'm going to send it to Tanya.
Krista, are you thinking that we can see what you're doing right now?
Can you not see me?
We see you. I see. We still see your, or I still see your PowerPoint.
Oh, you do? I am so very sorry.
No worries. No worries.
I wonder how come that is. Screen share has stopped. I am so sorry. Here it is. Can you see this here, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I'll go back then, because okay, so what I was saying was that when you had that copy and paste and you were doing a post about it to somebody and you wanted to send out the information sheet to them, what you would do is go to the information sheet under the back office when you selected the American flag and go to the Facebook, and then you select who you want it to go to. And so when you do that, that's going to go directly into Tanya's box, just like that. That's how quick it works. Okay, and then back at the shareable, how it was saying, you know, send the first tool, and then your prospect comes back and they're like, you say, what did you think about the Plexus Metaburn? I can't believe how quickly, you know, this verbiage here. And then I have one more thing that can help you learn more. And there's a second tool. So you're going to click the second tool, which is going to be the video from Metaburn, which is this one. I just did this exact same thing tonight, where I sent the information sheet and then the video. And you just do it in the exact same process. And that can be for Twitter, Pinterest, email, or you can download it to your computer and have it saved in your files, like I have up in my files there. Sometimes I like it saved in the files because I don't have to sign into my website. It's just in the back office of my files, so it's easy to do that way. And then Sherry Metaburn again has all kinds of different things here, like even this shows you like that's your tool, your information sheet, your product video, and then you can always send them the Plexus product catalog. A lot of times I use the American information sheets too, just because they're a little bit more detailed, and I like some of the information in them. So a lot of times I'll do that. Plexus Metaburn story. Make up your story about Metaburn. So what's your own story about the product? I always encourage people to try every product just to get the best results for themselves and see how it works for them so they can have their own story. So this kind of guides you through how you can have a great story. And direct messaging, again, you can take these and message people into Messenger, and you can actually just copy these into Messenger just like that. And then just tweak it a bit to make it sound like yourself. So there's so much things that have changed in the back office for us to make this very, very easy, that it's so simple. Like, it is so simple.
Krista?
Yeah.
Just to interrupt you for a quick second. I know Tammy Allaby, she's on here. She actually used some of that verbiage in different ones, because there's a document like that for every product we have, like how to share whatever it is. And Tammy used it actually to create posts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she did a Facebook Live to explain it to some teammates on sort of how she did it and that kind of thing.
That's a great idea, because I mean, you run into things to say and everything's there. So it's a great idea. Holly's on here too, and Holly has been on the product for 3 days. I'm kind of putting you on the spot, Holly. Would you share your story about how you're feeling on it? Oh, do I need to unmute you? Probably do. Yeah. There you go, girl.
Okay, I'm cooking dinner here, so hold on. multitasking.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm turning my rice down. Okay, so this is day 3 on Metaburn. And I have to say, I have never felt anything like this before. So I've been on all the products throughout the years. And when they released Edge, loved Edge. Loved the intense focus, loved the concentration that I got from it, but I didn't like the physical feeling that I got from it. So I stopped taking it, but I really missed the, can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Okay. And where was I? Okay, so I really missed the feelings that I had from Edge. And when they came out with Metaburn, I did a lot of research on the ingredients, and I thought, okay, well, I'll try it out. And sure enough, I took my first capsule about 1:30 on Friday, and within about an hour, hour and a half, I really felt this feeling of, I was energized, I had focus, and I had this like Zen-like calmness, which I thought, well, I could either go to sleep, I could go to the gym and have a great workout, or I could get into a book and really concentrate. And usually if things don't interest me, I'm like squirrel. My brain is going in all different directions and I have a hard time focusing on the task at hand. And it's been, I guess now, what, 48 hours, and I've had 5 capsules, and I love it. So you have to take it with food. For me personally, I noticed that if I didn't take it with food, I got a little bit of almost like a heartburn feeling in the upper throat. So as soon as I ate right away, it went away. So when they say take it with food, they mean take it with food. So other than that, I love it. So far, so good. My husband loves it. We're still watching his results over the next week or so. And when I do have a testimonial from him, I will, I was talking to Krista about it yesterday, and it's pretty miraculous. So I just want to make sure that it wasn't just a fluke, and we're just watching him for the next week. And then I will come on and do a live or whatever when we have some results to talk about.
That's awesome. And they're good results. They're not like scary results.
Amazing results. So
Yeah,
we're pretty excited.
Yeah. I love that the products are like multifaceted too, because she didn't mention weight loss, because I mean, obviously she's only been on it for 40 years.
No, and I have no clue. And honestly, I lost, 5.5 pounds on the lean challenge. I don't really have a lot of wiggle room here for weight loss. So that's not my main concern. My main concern for me is focus and concentration. That was my number one for taking it. Sure. I mean, we could probably lose another pound in the belly or something like that. Actually, it means doing some more crunches and some planks to get that going.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, can't wait to hear your husband's story.
Yeah, me too. I can hardly wait.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's great, everybody. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, sorry, Erica.
That's okay. I was just going to add to Holly. I actually been taking the Metaburn for the last 2 days also, and very similar results to Holly. I felt the same way with the Edge, and I like the focus and that I've gotten with. I don't have that weird feeling that I got sometimes with Edge. And I really like it so far. It's like I said, it's only been 2 days, so it's hard to say. But I was feeling like, I almost wanted a nap. And then I was like, I haven't taken my Metaburn yet. So I took it. And then next thing you know, I was like making supper and cleaning the house and and then I was like, this is great. I'm like,
wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. It's almost like you have a choice on where you want to go with the feeling that you get from it, where you could go and have a nap if you wanted to, or go to the gym and have a really great workout, or get the focus from whatever you're doing. It's something that I've never experienced before. So
I agree. I like it so far. Like I said, it's only been 2 days, but I'm happy.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great. That's exciting.
Krista,
Yes.
I just wanted to confirm that you're saying that we're not allowed to mention Metaburn and anything, but like you're sending the info sheet and the video about Metaburn and all the name all over it. So what's...
Oh, so sorry about that. I should have clarified that. We can't share it out publicly. So we
Okay.
couldn't do it at an opportunity meeting or on social media, but we can do it privately, even in homes and coffee shops, all that kind of stuff, and have my print material, things like that. But we can't do it social media and out at meetings. Yeah.
Okay. I got one more question. You know how we get our membership, like our success kit, and we get the cards and all that? For the new products that comes out, obviously we don't have those cards with those like shareable stuff on it. So like, how can we get those cards? Are we going to get them? Are we have to order them?
They were supposed to have them available for us to purchase. I thought I heard that one time. That's a good question. I'll ask it next time I'm with corporate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can go on the digital success kit and download them and print them off. They're not the same size or anything, but you could adjust them and print them that way.
Christy, you're always so smart.
Thanks.
You always have the answers. Anybody else have any questions about marketing Metaburn and hunger control? No, we're all going to just have it flying off the shelves.
I have a question, Krista.
Yeah.
It kind of goes along with France there. When we go into our shareables though and click on the Facebook and send it to somebody, does that not go to their Facebook wall though?
You can do private message. Do private message.
Okay.
Yeah. If you scroll all the way down, the last one is private message.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
There's
that's
a little pull down menu, Janet. There's a little pull down menu. You'll see, like, you just click on it and it says share on timeline, share on private message, share.
Okay.
Different ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll finish off there. We were 50 minutes, so that's probably plenty long enough. So I hope this helped you guys, and I will be putting some graphics on the team page to kind of give you those, how to work through the process of your back office to do that NFR sign up. Okay. You guys all have a great night. You can unmute yourself if you want and say goodbye.
Krista, are we going to get access to the PowerPoint?
I can put it on the back office. That's what I'll do. I'll put it on the back office. I guess I got to change one of those slides. So, yeah. Okay. Night, everybody. Thank you so much. So great to see you.
Bye.